Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football, and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. Today, a Big Ten clash is going to square off against.
For them to do it like other games. It's absolutely insane. We know the state of the game. Jack has to say, what the hell happened in Gawd? It's the time you use for Dave is going to fucking have. So let's just make a play right now. Warzone content has streaming, YouTube video views, everything is down. Every single person's views, every single person's game, and the player base itself is down. So on this video, off like this, it kind of just shows.
He is looking to throw.
That's kind of out right now. Take a look at this video. And Jack's
It's the great jump in the night. Teammates got one second. Please make sure to sing my song.
The situation is not good. The player count is falling. The last time I personally played Warzone was when they released the Area 99 map on November 14th last year. I played about 5 matches in total on that. I made one video and I logged off. All of my real-life friends don't play the game anymore. The Milkman doesn't play the game anymore. My content creator friends don't play the game anymore. We don't talk about it at all. There's no desire to play right now. But why and what the hell happened here? Well, in this video, I'm going to give some feedback and try to understand and explain what happened. I'm going to keep it as brief as I can, and I'm going to make some assumptions. This is more how I feel. There's going to be some feels over reals here, but everything that I say is based on my experience with this game and from listening to other people's experiences and viewpoints. I realize how hard it must be to make a massive game like this, but consider this some constructive criticism from a fan. You won't agree with me on everything, and that's perfectly fine. I'm going to be wrong about some things, but do let me know your thoughts below. But this is how I feel about the current situation, and hopefully offer some potential solutions. I'm doing this because I used to love playing Warzone on a daily basis. Now I don't touch the thing, and I want to see it improve. We'll be discussing some general COD stuff in here too. Now,
so just let me really quickly comment on this. That perspective that Jack has, where he's making this video because he's not making this video because he wants to whine and cry and complain. A lot of people obviously have that viewpoint towards streamers or content creators when it comes to wanting to make other content, circulating around how we can improve the game. And a lot of the time, definitely, there are some moments for sure where it's rightfully so, you just hear people bitching and moaning and complaining and not offering solutions, and it's not constructive, and it's just wah. I totally agree with that, and I get that. But you also have to realize that that there are people like Jack, and I would consider myself to be the same. I'm not ever trying to cry and complain and whine for no reason at all. It fully comes from a place of love and passion and wanting and knowing the game has so much potential, and it has always had more potential. I feel like Warzone could have even been a bigger game than it was. And it's literally just coming from that place, man. Just a place of love and passion and wanting to see it do well. It's not just crying to cry, it's wanting to see it do very well. So, Sir Jackson,
I want to be clear that I'm also making this video from the perspective of a gamer rather than someone who makes YouTube videos for a living. Forget about that. I've played almost all of the Call of Duty games on PC in online multiplayer since the very first Call of Duty.
I didn't start back here first got, I started on COD 4 and COD 5, so, like, yeah, I'm also a content creator, but I am a fucking gamer, bro. I've been playing COD since I was a kid, man. I love this game. I want to see it do well.
Duty set in World War II. I was running around Karantan and Stalingrad, bragging out on a 56k modem, having a blast. Before that, it was Medal of Honor Allied Assault. I've seen it all. Things have changed a lot, though, for Call of Duty since then. I'm also predicting that with COD bringing back Verdansk in March or April this year, as the rumours go, they are hoping that it's going to reinvigorate the game and the players will come flooding back. However, I don't think this will be the case unless there are significant, meaningful changes. Fundamental issues with the current build that will overshadow any nostalgia that will quickly fade away. So 2025 Warzone, what are the problems? We're going to start with the iteration of Warzone as a whole is too complicated, especially for new and returning players. 2020 Warzone was simple, and I've broken this gameplay bit down into sections. First up, we're going to talk about movement. The movement in 2020 Warzone was basic. You had aim, shoot, sprint, tactical sprint, slide, and a contextual weapon mount. It was easy to understand and simple to get to grips with for new or existing COD players. 2025 Warzone integrated with Black Ops 6, and it took on the new Omni movement system. You can now sprint in any direction, dive through the air in any direction, lie on your back and shoot, dive, slide, get up really quick, continue shooting, crouch, slide. It has many complexities, leading to unpredictable, frustrating, and confusing firefights. It's difficult to understand just from a base level, featuring many customizable options too that confuse players, especially for those returning. While it may have been a fun change of pace for multiplayer in Black Ops 6 on small maps with fast respawns, I feel like it isn't well suited to a Call of Duty Battle Royale experience. Intrinsically linked to this is a severe lack of consistency.
I want to comment on the movement real quick. How many of you guys like the Black Ops 6 Omni movement versus, for instance, like MW 2019? Because he's saying, you know, like, it was a little bit more simplified back then. There was still slide canceling and different mechanics that you could do and you could learn to kind of improve your play. But today, it's even more complex. Now, I'll give you my perspective first, but not to, you know, try to change I want you to think for yourself. But I don't think that the movement itself is the reason why the game has died. I don't think, I fully agree with what Jack's saying about, like, the complexity, like, the amount of, he's going through the settings, there's a million different things, it's just overwhelming overall. But I'm actually kind of a fan of Omni movement. I feel like it flows and feels fantastic. I do not think that the movement it is the reason for the decline of this game.
The press centers down.
Many other things I'm not yet talking about here. Server issues.
Looking to go up top on first down.
Barely ever any new content.
Four hands. It's pre-score. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Breaking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44.
These types of things.
He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down. He just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And that pressure just in that game. Sack for this defense.
And I already know what the comments are saying.
I already know.
Say, hey, we're 2 points ahead. Like, hey, back then, we were crying, was complaining about so many things.
He's looking downfield to throw.
Because there were so many
blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit.
That game, that also
Stay
solved. If they had been taken care of, that game was making money hand over fist. They said, hey, we're going to take some of this and put it into the servers and make better servers so people aren't
wasting no time.
We're going to put a lot of it into an anti-cheat that actually works. And don't tell me that shit is not possible. There are so many other games that we could list that are massive games today. Valorant is always a big one that's utilized that have great anti-cheats. You're never going to 100% solve it, but you can get it to a point where there isn't this, like, slang and this mindset of, like, this aura to the game that just, like, almost everybody's a fucking cheater. Like, you play Fortnite, you play Valorant, and you do not play and think that, you know, you just don't. You don't, because you know that you're rarely running into cheaters. Whereas in Warzone, you're running into them almost every game, or every fucking game, or sometimes multiple per game.
The victors found the conquering heroes, and they
So,
releases, and they integrate that into Warzone. The result of this is that there's no through line and base understanding for the gameplay. It confuses players. Warzone 2020, basic, easy to understand. And then Cold War releases, guns get quicker, TTK gets quicker, movements faster. Next was Vanguard. Verdansk goes away. World War II setting, map design ethos changes, overpowered planes in the sky, bashes. Warzone 2, massive sweeping changes. They add an inventory system. They add AI. It's now a mix between BR and an extraction game. Snipers are changed, and the pace is slowed down excessively. Insanely. Warfare 3, they revert most of that, and you have a weird hybrid that's been hodgepodged together, playing on an uninspired large map, Urzikstan with no character. Black Ops 6, completely new movement system, still on the same big map. There's no ground zero for the players. And sometimes players might not necessarily like that year's flavor of COD either, yet they're forced to have it in Warzone.
Just always trying to reinvent the wheel. Always trying to just fix something that really isn't broken. Like, it's crazy. And how long have we been saying this, chat? How many years have we been saying that Warzone, since they integrated Warzone 2, since they went from Warzone to Warzone 2 to Warzone 3 to Warzone Black Ops 6, these things should never, in my opinion, have happened. I feel like Warzone, like Fortnite, like Apex, like PUBG should have been its own standalone game. It should have still been under the umbrella of it should have stayed with the same engine, the same fun. Year after year, we are going back to a whole new feel, a whole new thing. That's not what's killing the game. It's the cheers, not the lack of innovation. Not the lack of innovation. It's the cheating the servers and all these glitches in their game, which are a lot of the time caused, like Jack is going to talk about it, has talked about, it's caused by switching like your game year after year. It's okay, and it works with Call of Duty. That kind of formula has worked for a very long time with multiplayer side of things. We should have never went out. Warzone 3, you know what I mean? Like Warzone, like I said, it should have just been Warzone as its own game. I know multiplayer people will it's static on this. Because I know they decisions and things they make sometimes affect the player. It just makes
any favorites. Some people gameplay, some hate it, some prefer Sledgehammer.
I wonder how much fun this is for him. Yeah, I think he's always
game different directions. Return again and again.
Yeah.
Think about Counter-Strike. That game released in 1999. 20 years currently the same game today. One of the most played games ever on PC. PUBG is a foundation they've stuck to. Still incredibly popular.
More popular than Warzone.
Flip-flopping. There's no conviction in the game design. And this is hurting it on many levels. And the choice to integrate it into the yearly cycle of Call of Duty games is not working. Next, guns. Why is there over 160 weapons in the game? This approach of Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 6, it cannot be balanced.
It's so fucking stupid, bro. It can't be balanced.
Thinking about all these guns that you have to level up now, which takes way longer than it used to, by the way. Only 5 of them get used most of the time. It just seems so unnecessary. And the gear, there's too much gear, too many options. What's this? RDB. Is that a life ring? Do I have to be in water to use that? This is a Semtex. That doesn't really look like a Semtex, but whatever. A spy camera? So why would I want to take a picture in a battle royale game? What kind of spots people? It's a waste of time. Never going to use that again. What's this vest on the ground here? Oh, there's a different one here. Why is this board game from the 80s here? What does that do then? There's too much stuff.
There is a full load of stuff in the game now. It's so much more unnecessarily cluttered and complex than it ever needed to be, because like I said, I think from their vision, it's like, because the game has to evolve every year with a new Call of Duty, instead of it, again, Warzone just being its own standalone game, they feel the need to just implement all this new stuff, bridge all the old guns, put all these new ones in, now you put 100 guns, stack them on it's like, it is unnecessary. And by the way, there's only ever a few guns in rotation, which they have to they have to update the game. They have to update the game every now and then, so the meta shifts and the guns change and different guns get rebalanced. It's always going to
Second
happen.
down. Red zone is still some ground to cover.
There's just so many guns in the game that is ever
Looking for the
touch.
score. Touchdown, Michigan. And they jump on top.
I've been saying this forever, brother. Flares, gulags,
and the map just happens to get smaller and smaller until one person or team wins. There are way too many options to respawn. You don't feel the danger or value your life in Warzone like you used to.
Not even
That
close.
takes away a key component of the game that made it fun and interesting. Warzone 1 struck a nice balance with this.
Yeah.
But they've taken respawns in the main Battle Royale mode
Holy
too
shit,
far
that's
in
a
the
good
wrong direction now. Many changes they've made, in fact, have steered the game away from its original vision. There's no downtime anymore. Respawns, redeploy beacons that can move you around vast distances of the map in a few seconds. Massive zip lines everywhere, connecting buildings together, horizontal and vertical. The pace is relentless, and you don't have time to breathe. Those quiet moments that you had in 2020 when you were looting, moving from point A to point B, working out how much money you had together to see if you could buy a loadout yet, chatting, catching up with your mates, socializing while you play, that's all gone. That's not possible anymore.
It's not possible.
Those moments were needed. People enjoy those moments. The peaks and valleys of 2020 Warzone are what made it addictive and interesting.
I think Resurgence is a big key component of why that happened. Resurgence is a fantastic game mode. I love Resurgence. I think it's a lot of fun, okay? But I also really love Battle Royale. I really love it. They are two completely different game modes, but today they are almost the same game mode. That's obviously what Jack is saying here. I literally have also been reiterating this same shit for a couple of years now. Ever since they started adding all of these extra things that Jack is talking about, these flares, these gulag respawn tokens that are just the respawn, or the rate that you find these are insane. You can buy them on the buy station.
Guys, here come those
I feel like VR is no longer VR. I've been saying this a while now. It is like a glorified Resurgence, or like Jack just said, a great one. It's just like a TDM, a fast-paced, big map TDM. It no longer plays like VR. VR is something where, if we go back to kind of the first VRs, let's think about like H1Z1. You die in that game and you're done. You're out. You go back to the lobby and you got to get into the new one. That makes you play a lot differently than if, and just like Warzone. Well, similar to Warzone. Warzone kind of, reinvented something, but the PUBG and all these other games, and Fortnite way back in the day, you die, that's it. You don't come back, and you got to go into a new game. That makes the pace of the game, the feel of the game, and everything, and the value, and also that, hey, bro, I haven't had that feeling like it's just a sweaty moment, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that, hey, if I die right now, my teammate can shoot a flare on this guy, and I'm coming back, or I have a gulag because I just bought 4 or 5. I've been in the gulag 4 or 5 times this game. Or there's a jailbreak that used to be a super rare occurrence, which was so cool. I think it was a super cool thing, totally fine, but it was 1 in every fucking 50 games. Now it is almost every
Coming into the game, you look at stats and you say, top shelf, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are back.
basically going the same direction. And I really do believe that had a massive effect on the big one.
Michigan ready to get that offense.
VR experience is kind of shit.
That last drive really productive.
So just
David
the
wound
value
up with a
life
touchdown.
anymore.
They'll try to do it again.
It's a shame. It's a shame. It doesn't give you that same feel. Like, really sweating out.
Everything worked.
Maybe addictive. Yeah. Peaks and highs in 2021. Maybe addictive. Interesting. It's a narrative.
Really nice pickup on.
Nowadays, it's just a hyper-fast TDM with a shrinking play zone.
That's so true.
Just run at each other full speed and hold down fire. The basis of a semi-authentic, realistic map that we used to have has been replaced for intense play movement and rotation. Yeah. Moving on, vehicles. Useless. Why would you when you can loot a redeployed beacon and move vast distances in a few seconds? Vehicles in Warzone 2020 were fun. Big part of the gameplay loop. Driving around as a squad in a big truck, a jeep, relocating in a helicopter, having to bail onto a roof, putting a trophy system on the roof, too much damage from other players. This was exciting. It was the gameplay scenarios that COD didn't have before. The vehicles now handle useless. They can be destroyed easily. They might as well not be in the game. And the map design has hampered the use of vehicles too. The other side of this is that vehicles also created epic and memorable moments for infantry who were fighting against them.
These moments right here, I don't remember the last time I've seen clips like this and people actually getting this like excited over the game. Like this type of shit just doesn't exist anymore. They have sucked that out of the game completely. Holy shit, that was insane. Wow.
Hitting long-range RPG shots on helicopters and berthers as they screamed by. Being chased down on the main roads by quad bikes. Cinematic Michael Bay moments. Firing javelin rockets at armored personnel carriers. Setting proximity mine traps on the roads and bridges. Using C4. Sniping a pilot. That's all gone now. Doesn't happen anymore. No, yes, I recognise that some of the vehicle systems were overpowered and they could be annoying at times.
Sure,
For example,
like the
flying
Bertha,
truck that can instantly accelerate to 200 miles per hour.
Could have been balances.
But they've been nerfed to the point now where they're irrelevant, and I think that's a shame.
It is just, it's so fucking
Audio.
sad.
This could have its own section in the video, but I wanted to include it in gameplay here because it is one of my biggest complaints with the game.
Yeah.
And for me, it has a massive negative impact on my experience. I don't think Warzone has ever had
It literally never has had good audio. It's had better audio. Like right now, it's not only is it the worst cheap it's ever been, the audio is the worst it's ever been, and the amount of content that we get is the worst it's ever been. It just doesn't happen because I feel like they just, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I really don't.
We reached the end of the period.
Yeah, no, it's never been good, but it's the worst it's ever been.
Strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at
next
the
game. Footsteps sounds get
Wide out in
muted and
motion.
added by other audio in the game. The engine does an awful job with multiple footsteps at once. There's a weird
moving out of the pocket.
It's confusing.
Grab on the outside, it's Moore.
Shoots the
And he'll step around the sideline after making a big gain on that
this
one.
one together.
Second down, coming up.
It makes me feel like I'm not connected to the game. I feel like I'm gliding around in a space and not grounded in the experience. My ears are not giving me the information and feedback that I need to understand the environment that I find myself in. And when I get killed by an entire squad who tactical sprinted up to me at full speed, and I watch the kill cam, my mouth agape with what I see, I'll tab, I'll watch my recording back, and all I can hear, just to check, just to make sure I'm not crazy, half a second before I die is 3 small pitter-patter footsteps. That is an incredibly frustrating and disconnected experience for a player that happens all of the time. Now, audio is a very
Like, bro, where did he even come from?
that fight each other. The first school is very anti-accurate audio because people think that if you've got good audio in COD or Warzone, it will just promote camping and players won't want to move around the map all for fear of being pre-fired or noticed too easily. The other school of thinking is pro-good audio, and that's the one that I assign myself to. Because to me, I think this through. Which one would I rather have, whether I win or die? Let's think of a scenario. You're in a building, moving through to the next zone, and you have a firefight with a squad at the end of a corridor. You get bogged down. Maybe you take out one of theirs, they take out one of yours, but you're still in the fight, reloading, whatever. Then all of a sudden, behind you, another 3-man squad appears that rushed up to your building and start shooting you in the back. If you had good audio there, you hear that other squad coming and you can act accordingly. You flank, disengage, move so you're not in line of sight from a specific window, and get ready to fight another team behind you. Whatever, you might win, you might lose. With bad audio, like how it is in Warzone at the moment, that squad runs up to the building you're in. You don't hear them. They shoot you in the back and kill you.
And you
What would be
fucking
more satisfying and interesting to me in that scenario? Spoiler, it's the one where I can hear the squad coming regardless of if they kill me or not, because I would have had a level of understanding from the knowledge the game gave me before the fight, and I can act on that. Regardless if I act correctly, incorrectly, regardless of if I die or not. For me, the game would be way more engaging and interesting that way if it, A, had accurate footstep audio, so when people are sprinting around, I can understand roughly where they are, and B, gave players the option to crouch or walk almost silently. So if a player wants to be as quiet as they can be, sneak around, They still have the option, but they have to slow down a bit and think more about the engagement. A bit of risk, reward, and strategy creeps in, rather than how it is at the moment. Players just
so inconsistent.
W and shift because they know how about the footstep audio.
It's so true.
Chances of someone hearing them alone.
It's so true.
Having better audio and more context of the situation around you is better, whether you lose or win the engagement. And the audio is so bad that some PC players will spend time installing third-party software, adjusting and tweaking their EQ settings in Windows to completely distort the sound of the game, just so they can raise the footstep audio slightly.
Literally. Every sweaty player does this. Every sweaty player, every fucking every World Series of Warzone qualifier, you cannot hear footsteps without doing that. So you go in your Windows settings, you use EQ, you use different stuff. I've never played a game in my life, chat, ever in my life, where I have to go and do any extra things outside of the game to my audio. I don't have to go into like my PC audio settings and fuck with the EQ and the loudness EQ and all this stuff. Like I have right now, LeBron says, God, it's your audio. I can, like, if you guys don't play much Rivals, there are characters in the game that are backline. They sneak up on you, Spider-Man, Black Panther. These characters are meant to sneak up on you. You gotta take out your backline, take out your ears. You can fully hear the original audio above, below, where they. They haven't been able to figure that out. Now it's
the sound of the game, just so they can raise the footstep audio slightly. Many pro players in tournaments, MP and Warzone, were using this and openly said that if they didn't, they felt like they were at a disadvantage. Some players consider this cheating too, but it shows how desperate people are for good audio. Overall, the whole audio system and way of thinking with it, the design mentality in Warzone and COD needs a huge overhaul in my opinion. So, that's my core gameplay section complete. Next, we're going to move on to aesthetics. Now, I'm going to sit here and tell you that skin in skins can be fun.
Yes,
They support the game, especially if it's free to play. You know, if I see someone running around as a unicorn shark, Nicki Minaj, and quit the game. As long as it's just cosmetic and it doesn't have gameplay benefits, like the Rose skin did, I can live with it. I've bought stupid, goofy skins and takedowns myself. If you buy them, that's your money, your choice. However, and I do think this is important to many people, Call of Duty used to have an identity, an aesthetic. For many gamers, especially those who are late 20s to mid to late 30s, they grew up with the original COD trilogy set in World War II, then the original Modern Warfare trilogy, up until about the I'd say. All of those games together, collectively, had a vibe to them. This is what Call of Duty looked like back then. It was the cool, gritty, military, realistic outfits and guns. Yeah, the gameplay was arcadey, and you'd have bombastic action moments in the campaigns and multiplayer, but it looked like this. It had a feeling in the visuals, the worlds, the guns, even the audio. That has completely disappeared now, gone out the window. Call of Duty does not have an identity anymore. It's akin to Fortnite in the range of art styles and aesthetics going into the game. It's got to be and I think get upset with it goes.
It's so underrated. The relationship between his QB and the wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be, and be accurate as football. That's at least a nice detail.
The chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing in
skins more outlandish than ever before. So when last or even existing regular Call of Duty,
and here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How about the way they attack?
They see this
time
kind of
they hang
thing.
the ball,
These
mixing
colorful
running backs and
skins
lining up in the end
they
zone.
used to be grounded
That's
in
why it's so important. They've got
potentially
every
it isn't the game, the franchise they remember anymore, and they start to feel like maybe what they used to know and love isn't for them now. They don't play it again. And you know what? That's okay. People move on, but I suppose it depends on how much of an impact the lack of realistic aesthetic and identity is actually hurting the game. I don't have the data for that, of course, but I feel like it should be a consideration.
I
I've
agree.
seen many people discuss this. It isn't some niche topic, and there's a huge audience of FPS multiplayer gamers who want to play in realistic, authentic worlds where they can play a role and sink into a fantasy.
I got to talk about this for a second because I think this is a massive conversation that gets talked about a lot. I think it's a fucking big deal. It needs to be spoken about, and I'll give you my perspective. Similar to Jack, I really don't care about the cosmetic stuff that much. And I really do believe that if the game was, the audio was good, the servers were good, the cheating was good, like the cheating situation was handled, all of these things were good. I think it would be the least of people's worries. I think people would not give as much of a shit. But I think the game is in such a shambles state that, like, anything we can fucking complain about, people complain about. And it makes me
He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to get to it. Trying to escape and get it himself. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw on 3rd. Throws for the tight end. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete.
I don't think.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. He'll start this drive firing. Makes a connection. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone and the 10. They'll throw it on first down. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw for it. Slips a tackle. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the
demographic. I really do.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down.
I think if a lot of major issues with discussion, I think
here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Off the play fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they...
I think that a button that allows him to...
The offense lining up for a first down play.
So that
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he dropped it! Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought...
There are other games that have these types of buttons where you can take...
The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. 2nd and 10 here. From the gun. Jim on the inside. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass.
The imagination stretch.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Defense did it.
Maybe there was a lot of realism. I feel like it's evolved to that. Games like this.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his... Line gets set. First down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead. They didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Cheap websites are selling to players. It's absolutely, it's crazy. It's all about it can never be one way the side, especially with some players. It's a big player that is
the gift to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup for the defense. Cuts it down. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morgan. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
Here's some things they can do. It's a mistake. Easy. It would be a difficult decision. Keep playing for them before he goes into some of these solutions.
What he said a minute ago about
we have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
Almost cannot, and I do blame the players.
Out of the shotgun,
every
they
time
go
I
to the
tell
ground.
somebody in a game that how many
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dances away from the heat. He's going to run it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Quick timeout called by... Okay, and they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. It's one thing to execute early in the game. High ball game, right at the end, need the clutch plays, these guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people...
I swear, you go play that game, and you go get a kill, and you go and you play out a whole game. How many times are you going to get called a cheater? How many times are you going to call someone else a cheater? Here and there, will you run into a cheater? Sure, it's going to happen every now and then. But is it every single fucking game like it has been basically Warzone for the last 5 minutes? No. There's been better times and worse times, but right now it's worse than it's ever been. And it's crazy. It is insanity that the millions upon millions of dollars that they have from this game have not been invested correctly. Okay? Maybe they have done some things. They've come out with brick and shit, and it has done literally nothing. It is currently not even doing anything about the issues in the game right now. When you've got other games like Riot, when they have their anti-cheat called Vanguard, that actually makes a big difference. It's crazy. It is crazy.
It would help. And bear in mind that I found PC too, so I would suffer from some of this. Step 1. Give console players the option for the console-only crossplay. So PC players can only play with console players. Agreed. Console player allows that in their matchmaking.
Agreed.
Or if they're in a party together.
Now, they have announced that this is coming. They've announced that this is coming with Verdansk or Season 2, Season 3, whatever. They're going to enable crossplay so you can have your own. I'm going back to fucking console. Until they figure out their anti-cheat, I'm going back to console. Because that just sounds beautiful. That's great. That's a great solution right there. One good solution.
So for legit PC players, this would have a big negative impact.
Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and
From other forms of protection. Step 2.
first down for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful.
Yes, it was. It is.
Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Line getting set on second down. Trying play action. Quarterback adapted. He fires it out to the right. Waits him around to the 25 and it's home. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, and they finally get him down after the big pickup at 25. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Fast motion from the offense. Going up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. And the defense stopped him again on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Slips away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine.
It states the following. It's the community workers.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down after that incompletion. Running back goes in motion. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He fires one deep down the right side.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the...
The game is just about to start.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. 3-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Throwing right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Offense set on 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Steps away to find some room. On the move in the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, bringing the chains out to
This one looks good so far. Check. Check. I found a good one here. It's the perfect match. Everything lines up. Skill, platform, voice chat, input, maps, earliest diversity. What on chance of close game. The numbers make sense, but you have ruled out so many other servers now. This lobby's going to be 60 ping for that player. Screw it. You know what? Throw them in there. They've waited too long. Who cares if they have bad experience because of the ping? Go complain on Reddit, loser. See you in the next one. That's Call of Duty matchmaking. That's how it feels to me. That is not ping was king. If ping was king, that player would click play. He can find any group of players searching to fill a lobby in a server close to them. Get them in a group together and start the match as quick as possible. That's actually what ping is king would be. But that's not how the current system is at all. But you should know, if you're playing COD today, based on the information in the document they provided, in any mode that you play, you have a hidden rating, profile, analytics on you that are being used to put you in a lobby that it deems acceptable. Skill and engagement.
quarterback checking off.
No matter what level you're at, you can see your skill rating.
And they take it in.
system your skill. If you think that's a good or bad thing, that's up to you. It limits the amount of people you play with. It has a negative impact on your connection experience and ping in the game. It extends the time waited searching for a game. If they continue with this system, it will be multiplayer. It's only going to get more important to the long. It would be great to let players in game see their own rating and other players' rating for each lobby. I think that goes away. Related to this, users and community members, and notably the efforts of content creator Exclusive Ace, they discovered the only way to see some small reference for your behind-the-scenes skill rating is by submitting a data and information privacy request on the Activision website. It takes a few days to receive this, but it does show you your perceived skill value. There's not much context to it though, and no visibility of the player's game playing behind the games. But what it does reveal is a heavily reactive system that's constantly updating. I'd recommend watching Exclusive Ace's videos on this if you're interested to learn more. Wrapping this bit up, the discussion around matchmaking in COD games has become overwhelmingly toxic now. It's created more distrust in the community, and there are conspiracy theories such as skill-based damage and easier matchmaking if you buy bundles from the store. Players also figure out ways constantly to subvert these systems through various methods. I don't know what the answer is here, but for this section, I'll leave you with this. The notion of an old-school, casual, unfiltered multiplayer experience has gone. Every match, regardless of your skill, is essentially a ranked match with no rank progression and no context of how and why you performed the way you did. You should know that you're always playing. Their matchmaking system is designed to manipulate you and keep you playing for longer. Next, bugs. Honestly.
Wow. Obviously, this has been talked about nonstop over the last few years. SBMM, skill-based matchmaking, engagement-based matchmaking, all of these algorithms that have just, taken over gaming, and clearly, because I say clearly because they're still using these systems year after year after year, must be working for their player retention to some degree. Maybe in that short term where it's like maybe in that short term it's working really well, but I feel like now what it's done is, like Jack is talking about, it's created hub games, like just your casual, regular game. It's turned it into ranked mode that has no rank. Like, you actually don't see progress, but it is still a ranked mode. You are going to be placed up against people that are of this game, same value of skill as you. Instead of, like Jack is talking about, just being king and having really good solid connection, really good solid servers, and etc. And strongly, I am under the impression. Let me say this. Let me first release this. I want everybody, no matter if you are a sweat, or you are a casual that only gets to play the game every few hours, a few hours a week, and you just want to hop on and have some fun. Okay? I am under the impression that I don't think anybody should suffer. I don't think bots should go into lobbies full of sweats and have their experience ruined, or just like I don't believe that when you're playing casually pub matches, I don't believe that sweats should just go into a full lobby of just bots. I don't think that should happen. I don't think that is healthy for the game. I don't. What I feel like is healthy for the game is a mixture of all different players of all different skill levels, and just like Jack said, making ping be the king. Now, here's my solution though for the sweaties just dominating bot lobbies, and I know a lot of people argue for SBMM being a good thing, and I do believe that it is a good thing in some regard, but I do believe that it's also ruined some things, because like Jack's talking about, the pub casual lobbies where, because even sweats like just keep your feet up and chilling, not just be in full sweat mode 24/7 and just play casually with the boys or use fun random loadouts. You can't do that as a sweat. You literally can't. If you play good for a week straight and then your KD is decently high, you can't then go back and revert to just like, maybe hop in with a squad of buddies and just go fuck off and do random fun shit. Win a game with just using crossbow or something. You can't do that. It's not possible. The ESPN system is going to put you in the sweatiest lobby ever where everyone's slide casting. Great. What I believe is a solid solution for this, and I feel like, again, like Jack is saying, like we don't have, I personally have the data for this, okay? But from what I have seen just from playing the game myself,
Offense in a split backfield.
but every single time a ranked mode gets released has been released for Warzone, whether it's on the small maps or the big maps, something I've noticed, a trend I've noticed both times now. They've taken ranked out and then put it back in, so we've been able to see the difference, okay? When the ranked modes are in the game and when they're out of the game. What I've noticed is this. The pub lobbies, the regular pub lobbies, not ranked mode, they become significantly less sweaty and significantly less sweaty when there is a ranked mode in the game. Why is that? Because most of the people that play this game to sweat and to improve and to try to be the best they can and try to be better than other people and all this kind of shit that not everybody cares for, which is completely fine, tend to gravitate towards those modes where they have this reward system, where they have a rank next to their name, where they can see these things. I've noticed that, especially back on Urzikstan, okay? Wait, now, hold on. Yeah, so there was a rank mode. Wait, was there a fucking rank mode for Big Mac? Or just for small? My brain is completely fried, unfortunately. Anyway, regardless, even back on MW2, there was 100%. When there was a ranked mode, when there wasn't a ranked mode, most lobbies and pubs were pretty sweaty. I noticed that as soon as the ranked mode was implemented, it became significantly less sweaty because all of those players go over there. What I'm trying to get at is that if I feel like the
realignment and all of that kind of stuff, rivalry are consistent in places to a degree.
it needs to be
each other so much, so you take the field against your rival.
if they just plays a solid working rank mode. Months after the game comes out, 2 months after the game comes out, not used as a piece of content. They can, you know, it's been season 3, ranks coming out like every major game, all these games. It should be a part of the game, which can release.
So that's going to do it for us.
Drinking the mode, and you should have a super competitive mode. I know a lot of people are maybe not going to remember this, but if you ever played Halo 3 back in the day, there used to be a social mode, and there used to be a ranked mode where you could level up. You know, you could play Team Slayer, or you go play Team Snipers, or you go play Team Doubles, and you'd have a rank next to your name. But then you'd also have social multiplayer, which was completely casual. No skill-based matchmaking. If you're a level 50, you can still go against level 1. And if you're a level 1, you can still go against a level 50. Now, that could be an issue if you go into a lobby where there's just all level 50s. But guess what? When there is no system that's kind of manipulating it and putting all that together, you are going to just have a massive diversity. And most of the players are not sweaty. Like 90% of people that play this game are complete casual. They don't even consume tons of content. They just kick their feet up and they fucking play this. They crack a beer and they play the game casually. So the majority of the people that you are running into are going to be like that, and you're going to have that kind of experience. But anyway, all I'm trying to get at is that I strongly believe that when there is a ranked mode in the game, it significantly makes the pub lobbies a lot less sweaty. But what Jack's talking about here is so true, man. Like having skill-based matchmaking, having this hidden MMR in the regular pub games. rising conversation it's been for a while now. All I know is it's definitely crazy, and I agree with what
every game has them. It just seems that Warzone has way more than average,
By a
and
mile.
they take longer to fix.
By a
There's been
mile.
a notable pattern too that when there are problems with the store, they're often fixed sooner and in quicker fashion. Be because a store problem is generally easier to fix than a gameplay problem, though. But it's happened enough times now that it sends the wrong message and it creates a narrative within the community.
It does.
Moving on, server performance. Yeah, it's not great, is it? Combined with the complex matchmaking system, you can get into some pretty rough servers with packet loss and high things. Servers crash too, and they can be crashed by hackers now. While there's no official data, third-party testers have surmised that the game runs at between 15 to 20 tick rate. I'm no game developer and I'm very ignorant to this, but my understanding of it is that the higher the tick rate, the more real up-to-date version each player has of the game. In layman's terms, it's how fast everything in the lobby updates. The faster the better. Some games like Valorant have a 128 tick rates.
We'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Michigan.
So there may be technical problems with increasing the tick rate. I assume it also possible
on first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a lot of movement on that from the defense in position. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back. He's there to make the stop, and they throw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It is possible. They just don't want to do it. And why do I know?
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And off from the shotgun. Makes a man miss.
The offenses want to continue to into the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, they take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense alive.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain from the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides inside. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible.
They can still fully see you.
To the air on first down.
Behind that wall.
Wiggles free.
Died there.
But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down.
It's basically sitting information.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
These guys are, I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible.
He's got it up to 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
Years ago, multiplayer shouldn't even be an excuse. I'm pretty sure
the offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He'll pull it down and run. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Give to the back. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll give it to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
When you talk so much about right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exact
splats were coming out of the player. Okay?
The offense set for a 1st down play.
Said, hey, no, you guys aren't actually taking the shots.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. At the 40, there he goes. Rips off a huge chunk play on that one. He gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Here's his offense with a flash set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job of picking that spot, not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football.
And he's loose and
that exists for 2025.
looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Looking left. Just missed it, man. Gave him just a little too much. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're possibly fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball's at the 29. Defense continues getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
The battle passes, the score, black cell, event skins, hateful passes in the face.
Line gets set, 1st down.
It's really sad.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. And the timing just got carried. Sometimes the quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, and you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks that are able to recognize it, fire it right, they get a little air, and they just like it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to move it over to
On 3rd down, going up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. Running for the tape. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender? He was a seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got nailed trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen.
They added more big maps over time. They didn't try and shake up the game mechanics every year or make drastic sweeping changes. The movement is exactly the same as
1st down for the offense.
Some good quality of life changes which were added to
Quarterback checking the play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And this offense is built around this guy. He is sensational. He's been so fun to watch. Like, play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers. And that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
He's looking for a man on second down. He makes the connection. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Now improvising. Fires to the end zone. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything there. There's a flag. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts.
Fucking crazy. I mean, now that's just Steve.
Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds incomplete. One final play before the end of the quarter. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Might be looking to run. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
I like the job by the defense there. They took every option away from his quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. We reached the end of the period, and Michigan.
A new point of interest. You felt the excitement.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kicks.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think they've been predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Keep playing, trying it again.
Really nice stop there for this senior leader. Here on third down.
They take the favorite game.
He'll set up to throw.
Take the t-shirt.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, third and short, I think the offense was probably expecting to play.
They've left too many marks. And you know what? You're not going to wear that t-shirt anymore.
Offense set on first down.
This game was a massive deal for Call of Duty. Free to play, exciting and fresh. I spent hours having fun with friends.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip.
I find it really sad considering how good it
A
used to be.
shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine! And the stomping has commenced. You can see it on the sideline. They built it. They know they're going to go 11-0.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. He got to be expressed. That one he finds a tight end, but all game long, whether it's running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup is in, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score.
Versus what we now have, the fucking shit show that we now have, brother, I'm picking it every goddamn time.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again.
There was issues
Boy,
like
they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a
every game has its,
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nicely, this offense gets to go out and protect.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long, so let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game.
Games, there is nothing wrong. Constructive, real, passionate criticism of the game and trying to
first down.
different things. Playing and bitching and moaning with no solutions and just whatever. I don't really want fans with no issues. There's any problem with calling those types of issues out. It's just now it's gotten to a point where there's issues. It is
Pressure coming.
It's crazy.
As much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Yeah, well,
we'll never get back to that. And perhaps that's okay. But I think
On second down, he'll fire.
Should have been better and improved the
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running. It's still third and goal.
to choose from.
him down.
And I agree. I mean, I also wish the Devs luck.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence. Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business.
I love this game. Play Call of Duty stuff to hit. Here's one thing you're constant to bring to the house that you didn't know. When people think that what they did are the best of it or worse yet, when life is that different, you never go home again, never close the never go for it. They take that into life side. They think so for me, people get over it. It's not the case. You're just saying it's something the narcissist. And the narcissist, you have to embrace the narcissist. Be very painful and very shameful for the narcissist. But the narcissist will never experience this until they truly, truly experience your absence. So your absence is when you block them on everything, go no contact, never call them, never answer their call, just block them, anybody associated with them, deny every single step. This is when they will start to feel your absence. And what your absence brings to the narcissist is not only narcissistic injury, but shame. The narcissist's biggest fear is death. They are afraid of your and how does your absence bring shame to the narcissist? Remember when I told you that the narcissist paints you as the bad guy to everyone? The American thing started before you even knew it. They told everybody that you were the one. You were the narcissist. You were the dusty. You were the one who needed them. You were crazy. You know, any negative thing that is in front of the narcissist, they will flip it, project it on